GreatQuoter.com allows a broker to quote cyber, nonprofit D&O, private company D&O, and nonprofit D&O online in a matter of a few minutes. I'm going to demo the nonprofit D&O quoting application in this tutorial. And to start, just go to GreatQuoter.com and you'll see the products that are available when you get to GreatQuoter. So we're going to start with the nonprofit product, and obviously just click on nonprofit D&O. So one of the benefits of GreatQuoter is after just putting in 4 or 5 pieces of information, you can get a quick indication for any account. If you're not sure of the nature of operations, you can look it up, or you can select it from the drop-down box. As an example, if we had a nonprofit museum, just type in the word museum, click search, the appropriate class of business will come up, click on it, and then proceed. Next, we're going to enter the organization's state, their assets, and their annual salary expense. So just select their state from the drop-down box, enter the total amount of their assets and their annual payroll. If you're not sure, GuideStar is a free tool you can use for most nonprofits that will have their tax returns from a prior year, and you can get both of their assets and salary expense by clicking this Check GuideStar area. That'll bring you to GuideStar, and you can enter the nonprofit's name and get their financial information from GuideStar. You do have to register with GuideStar, but it is a free service. So continuing on, to get the quick indication, click the blue button. The premium will appear, and then you can continue on with your quote. And I did want to note that this is for a $1 million shared D&O and EPO limit. The indication is, and on the actual quote, there'll be other limit options available. So I'm going to click Continue Quote, and this is where you'll enter your email address. The email address will be the email address that you use to communicate with your underwriter at Great American. Entering the name of the nonprofit, their address, and the zip code. The next step is to click this Check Duplicates button, and by checking this, we're checking our database to make sure we haven't received this application in from another broker in the last few months. We honor the first submission for that account over a period of around 4 to 5 months. So the application comes up, and as you can see, it's already remembered from the quick indication the class of business, the assets, and the annual salary expense. The nonprofit application is real short, and we've actually pre-filled the most common answer on the application. So after the financial data points there, we ask if there's any for-profit subsidiaries, and we default the answer to no. If the answer is yes, you can click there and then follow any additional instructions. In this case, I'm going to leave the answer as no. The next question on the application for a nonprofit is asking about the nonprofit subsidiaries, whether there's been any mergers, consolidations, acquisitions, or divestments of the subsidiaries of the organization or the organization itself in the last 12 months. And again, defaulting the answer to the typical answer, which is no. Then the next question is the more defined class of business that the insured is involved in. In this case, asking specific services that are provided by the organization. For this one, I'm going to select services involving children. And then next is asking whether or not the organization provides any credentialing or certification. You can click yes or no here. And then has the organization been in operation for more than 12 months? Then I'll click Continue Quote to the next page of the application. At the top, we ask about claim activity. And then the final question is a warranty question, asking whether or not there's any reason to believe a future claim may develop, defaulting both of these to no. Finally, click Submit Quote, and that's really it. The quotes take about 20 seconds to be emailed to you. If your pop-up blocker is on, or off, I should say, then the quote will also appear on the screen. If not, the quote and the application that was just completed will be emailed to you. After the quote has been generated, there'll be the ability to customize your quote. If you just want to show a few limit options to your client, you can choose that by selecting the Customize My Quote button. If you want a full cyber quote, you can click yes here, and that will direct you right to the cyber questions and application. Otherwise, you can select Quote Another Account, or you can just log out, and that will take you back to our home page.